Welcome to the Enchanted Lighthouse, where every week magical stories and new adventures await. Join our group of 7 wonderful animal friends as they bring tales about friendship, mystery, and wonder to life. From unexpected guests to heartfelt conversations under the moonlit sky, each story holds a gentle truth. We are so glad that you are here. Now let us begin. The Letter with the Moon Feather Seal. It was early morning at the Enchanted Lighthouse, the kind of morning when the air felt full of possibilities. Golden light spilled across the wooden breakfast table where the friends were gathered. The room smelled of toasted seaweed bread and Zoe's gentle cinnamon tea. Hazel munched happily on an acorn biscuit while Milo tried and failed to stack berries into a tiny tower. Theo's soft glow filled the space with a cozy calm. Lumi, who had gone out for her usual early swim, pushed open the lighthouse door with a careful nudge of her shell. "I have something mysterious," she said, sounding both proud and curious. With her flipper she was holding a cream-colored envelope, edges softened by sea mist. A round, deep blue wax seal shimmered on the front, a delicate crescent moon entwined with a drifting feather. Olivia froze mid-sip of her tea. "That's my family seal," she whispered. Theo looked at her warmly. "It seems like someone is thinking of you." Lumi gently handed the letter to Olivia. "It must have been caught between the rocks near the tide pool," she explained. "The seal kept it perfectly dry." Olivia's amber eyes softened with something like surprise and something like longing. She inspected the envelope with careful wings, tracing the moon and feather emblem with the tip of a feather. "It's from my Aunt Gwendolyn," she murmured. I haven't heard from her in quite some time." Hazel leaned closer, tail flicking with anticipation. "What does it say? Open it." Olivia broke the wax seal, unfolded the letter and began to read. Her voice trembled just a little, not with fear, but with affection. "My dearest Olivia, I hope this letter finds you well and surrounded by friends. The nights have grown quiet here, and though the moon keeps me company, I find myself missing your stories and your gentle company. I have never seen your lighthouse at Aurora's watch, though you speak of it with such warmth. I thought, perhaps I could come for a little visit for a few days. I would treasure the company and would love to spend time with you and your friends. With love, Aunt Gwendolyn." When Olivia finished, the room stayed soft and still. "She wants to visit?" Seppi asked, eyes wide with excitement. Olivia nodded slowly, pressing the letter to her chest. "She's been lonely lately, and she's never been here. I would love for her to come." Theo smiled, his glow deepening like sunrise. "Then we will prepare a worthy welcome." Hazel bounced on her paws. "Oh, we can decorate the guest room with lanterns shaped like feathers." "And I will make her a moon-shaped tart," Zoe said, already imagining recipes. Lumi gave Olivia a gentle nudge. "She will feel at home here, just like you did." Olivia felt her heart fill with warmth. The lighthouse wasn't just a place. It was a family. And now her aunt would get to see that too. Preparing for a special guest. Theo was polishing the main lantern lens when Olivia arrived. "Good morning, Olivia," he said, glowing a soft honey gold. "You look thoughtful." Olivia explained everything: the letter, the memories, her aunt's loneliness. Theo placed a warm paw on her wing. Then let's make her visit unforgettable. Lumi nodded. I will prepare a stargazing spot. If she misses companionship, maybe she misses the night sky too. Milo jumped in from the kitchen, nearly knocking over a bowl of berries. And I can help prepare dinner. Nothing too fancy, just warm and cozy. Seppi clapped his flippers. And bonfire stories. She will love bonfire stories. Olivia's eyes shimmered. Her friends were already opening their hearts to her family. She will be so grateful, she whispered. Thank you, all of you. Aunt Gwendolyn arrives. 2 days later, the lighthouse was spotless. Hazel's welcome lantern hung at the door, decorated with small wooden pine cones she carved herself. Lumi had smoothed a sandy path for easier walking. Theo had prepared the guest room with gentle light that shifted like fireflies. As the afternoon sun dipped low, a shadow glided across the sea. Olivia recognized it instantly. Aunt Gwendolyn! An elegant tawny owl landed softly on the lighthouse steps. Her feathers looked like woven autumn leaves, and her eyes warmed when she saw her niece. Oh, my dear Olivia! Gwendolyn embraced her with her wings. You look so well. The sea air suits you. Olivia pressed her head against her aunt's feathers. I have missed you. And I missed you. Gwendolyn smiled gently. I am so glad you invited me. Olivia introduced her to each friend in turn. Hazel's energy made Gwendolyn laugh. Lumi's slow, thoughtful voice soothed her. Theo's glow delighted her. Milo's quick jokes earned an amused eyebrow lift. Seppi's enthusiasm melted her completely. You have found such a wonderful home, Gwendolyn said softly. Dinner by lantern light. That evening they shared a warm dinner together. Lumi's sea salt vegetable stew, Hazel's acorn biscuits, and Milo's berry crumble. Theo dimmed his glow to create a candlelit atmosphere. Lanterns around the room shimmered like stars caught in glass. Gwendolyn told stories from the whispering pines. Glowing moths that danced at twilight. Streams that hummed lullabies. And old memories of Olivia when she was little and used to fall asleep on stacks of soft leaves. Olivia's cheeks warmed beneath her feathers. But she also felt something else. Comfort. Gwendolyn laughed freely. She seemed lighter here, as if the sea breeze had smoothed the loneliness from her wings. Bonfire stories and gentle nights. They spent the next evening on the beach around a small bonfire. Flames crackled softly while waves whispered on the shore. Seppi started the storytelling with a wildly exaggerated tale about the time he almost scared off a giant seaweed monster, only for Milo to reveal it was just a drifting net. Hazel shared a memory of the first lantern she ever made that didn't wobble. Theo told a gentle tale about finding courage during a storm. When it was Gwendolyn's turn, she grew quiet for a moment before speaking. In the forest, she said softly, I keep memories, but I often forget to make new ones. She looked around at the bonfire, the stars, the friends. These few days with you, they remind me how warm companionship can be. Olivia reached for her aunt's wing. You are never a burden here. Gwendolyn's eyes shimmered with emotion. A quiet morning farewell. After a few peaceful days of resting, sharing meals and watching stars, Gwendolyn knew it was time to return to her home. The forest called to her, but her heart felt less empty. Olivia stood with her at the lighthouse steps. The early morning mist curled around them like silver ribbons. I don't want you to feel lonely again, Olivia whispered. Gwendolyn brushed her beak gently against Olivia's forehead. I won't. Not anymore. Because now I carry these memories with me. They will keep me warm. And you can visit any time, Olivia said firmly. Or I can come to you. You're never alone. Gwendolen smiled. You truly are a keeper of memories, Olivia. Not just for others, but for me. With the final embrace, Gwendolen spread her wings and lifted into the soft dawn light. Olivia watched until she disappeared over the sea. Theo stepped beside her. She will be back, you know. I know, Olivia said, her voice warm. And until then, I will carry this time close to my heart. Every story has something to teach us. What did we learn today? We have learned that memories grow brighter when we share them with those we love. Even a short visit can ease a lonely heart and fill it with connection, warmth, and hope. Thank you for stopping by here today. If you enjoyed this episode, give it a like and don't forget to come back next week for a brand new adventurous story. Want to learn more about the magical tenants who live here? Visit enchantedlighthouse.com for a mystical map, creative artwork, and a few special gifts. Until then, be kind and share your light. See you next time.